Hey everybody, it's Jilly from Bow's Dog Services. Today I'm going to show you how to make bandanas. So listen, I know I've seen a lot of you, and I do too, grabbing cute fabric from Walmart because it's less expensive. But let me tell you, you have to support small business if you want them to support you. I have a local fabric store, So Debbie, S-E-W, Debbie, and I go to her and she's got stuff that nobody else has. So if you want to up your social media, then you got to be different than everybody else. And so everybody's got the mustache, fabric from Walmart and the chili one, and you can see what's Walmart and what isn't. My freezer just went off. I'll show you that in a minute. That's why it was loud. All right, so what you're going to want is ideally 1 yard and 7 inches. But Debbie doesn't like to sell it that way. She likes to sell it 1 1/4 yards because it's easier for her in her inventory. Walmart will cut you in 1 yard and 7 inches, but my girl won't, so that's all right. So you want fabric that's 45 inches wide, ideally, and most of it is. So you're going to get your fabric, and it'll look about like that, and you're just going to fold it in half. Bandanas are important. Lots of dogs wear them, lots of owners collect them, so making them the right way so it's something they can keep is important, in addition to upping your grooms just a little bit. With the girls, I'll try and match the bows. With the boys, you got to make sure you've got, plenty of decorations for everybody. I only use Bardell bows, but I try and match those up with my fabric. So I folded it in half, and now the first cut I'm going to make is along that fold after I folded it in half. Pinking shears, or else your fabric will fray and then they are garbage. They look like garbage. Now I've got 2 square pieces, right? Put those back together. And now I need to cut where I folded it in half. You can see that there's also another fold up at the top. I cut that. And what you're going to end up with is 4 large squares. This is wicked easy. So then I take my 4 large squares and I grab them by the corners. And by the way, when you fold that in half initially, shit, hold on, my phone's ringing. Okay, I don't groom cats. That's what that call was about. Okay, so now essentially what you're left with is 4 large squares. Now I'm going to take my corners, and I hope this is not my client early, and yes, I think it's my client early. Take my corners, and then I'm going to cut. No, it's not my client. Yes, it is my client early. Yep, hold on. There we go. My client is here. So now I am left with large triangles. I just fold that in half. Nope, I don't. I got to make sure that those selvage edges, those straight edges that I haven't done with the pinking shears, I'm going to trim those up because you can see how it's frayed. Can you see? Yeah, there it is. You can see how it's all frayed. Well, that's going to pull, and it just is not looking good. By the way, this is the Bardell bows that Charlie's mom picked out for him. You'll see that. So I'm cutting just the edge off. Charlie, just a minute, my love. Cutting just the edge off. Kerrigan, I think I need you to sharpen my pinking shears after this. Okay, and this edge also has selvage, so I cut that, and now all sides of my triangles. If this was at the top, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't cut it because it would be around the dog's neck. But because it's not, I'm trimming it. This is super cute. Oh, yeah, man. My hands. All right. So now I just take that and I fold it in half. And then I lay it out. I'm going to show you in a minute. I do not cut different size bandanas because the first time that I did this, I cut different size bandanas, small, medium, and large. But what I was left with was a ton more smalls. And it was a waste of fabric, a huge waste of fabric. And I still am trying to use them. I'm getting more and more smaller clients now, but it left me with a lot of leftover. Okay, so this was the last of this fabric, so it is not a yard and 7 inches. So I am matching up. Okay, so I'm going to do this one then, because that one might be awkward and it might mess everything up. And I'm going to try and get a perfect image for you guys. All right, so again, folding this in half, I have a square-ish. Selvages match up. Selvage is the line that's the edges that are straight and like sealed, kind of. They don't fray because they haven't been cut. All right, this one's off a little bit, so I have to refold it, or I'm going to end up with weird cuts. Okay. All right. I always do it with the selvage edge, that edge facing away from me. Ready? Let's do this one quick. I cut along that folded seam. Now I have 4 large squares. Okay? So now I need to cut this seam for each of those 2 pieces now, which will make the 4 large squares. Cut across that top. Hi, Charlie. He's a good boy. He's so sweet. Wait to see him. And then this one. Man, too much caffeine. Okay. Now I am folding at the corners again because this is not ideal. It's not even. Doesn't matter, right? I'm looking to make triangles. So I did that, and now I'm going to cut on that triangle. This is the best. I got the video right. Oh, my hands will be sore. Yeah, send your pinking shears in to get sharpened as well. So now I have all these triangles, right? But I still have that printed edge on some. So I take that batch, because all of these edges are cut. I'm going to set that aside. I take this edge, and I'm cutting off that selvage edge, because it's ugly. If that were up top here, not a problem, because obviously this is how the bandana would go, and you don't want that showing on the dog, because it's all about how they look. And these little added touches, just bandanas, and giving them the choice to choose if they want to. Most of the time they say whatever you think is best, and that gives me some room to play and get creative with Bardell bows that will match. And then I can order some Bardell bows outside of my subscription that will match what I already, oh my god, my hands, what I already have for bandanas. Oh. I see nobody's perfect, so I screwed up. So I'm going to go back to the side and cut. There again, my pinking shears are coming your way. All right. And then I lay them all on top of each other. Again, I do not cut these into smaller sizes. If a customer picks out this color, or I pick out this bandana pattern, then I'll take one and I'll size it to the dog. And this is a tip I learned from Rose and Friends Pet Care, all right? So Like that. If I need this to be smaller, but let's pretend I have a huge, this is for Great Pyrenees, right? So I got a big old bandana, right? Got my triangle, and I'm gonna fold it in half. All right, let's just say this is going to be a bandana, because this is a great tip I learned from Rose and Friends Pet Care. I learned a lot from her. You guys should follow her. So here we go. I'm going to cut like a V into this. It's going to prevent wrinkling on the dog and bunching up, and it just fits better. And Rose uses this scrap and makes bows. I do not. And she has a fabric problem, so maybe I'll send her all of this just to bust her butt. All right, so then I've got my bandana with the V, and it hangs better. Hey, that's not bad on me either. Okay, so then let me just show you, since I did that one, I just want to show you how I fold all my stuff up. And right now, I just changed it up. I had everything laying on, I have a slat board with pegs, like for hanging merchandise in my retail section, but I didn't like how that was looking messy. So let me show you what I do. I've got 2 of these fabrics. I'm going to turn you around here in a second. I hope you can see this is my fabric table. All right, I just did this, but I'm not planning on keeping it like this. I'm hoping to find some better way to display this and organize these. All right, so this is the girl side. So I'm trying to sort of make these triangles that kind of go into each other. Yeah. The rest of my fabric. And here's my table, guys. Boys and girls. All right, remember to hit that subscribe button. All right, Jilly Mooch, out.